Motorcycle Adventure Dirtbike TV is proudly supported by Adventure Spec in England, Rally Raid Products, Giant Loop in the United States, and Adventure Moto in Australia.
Ох, русское поле, заоблачный край, дороги открыты, иди выбирай, и каждому выбор в жизни был дан.
This is Chernica.
Chernica.
Very good for your eyes,
That's good.
especially for child.
I don't know what they taste like. Unusual. Kind of cross between blackberry, blueberry and raspberry.
Yes, some berry.
Some berry. We're on our way to Chitta. And on this beautiful road, no trucks, no one to bother us. It's so beautiful. Big landscapes. But I have a problem with my bike. The fork seals have blown. So we're still about 300 kilometres from Chitta, and that still means another 3,500 kilometres to go. So it's really important I get these fork seals fixed. Renat and I are going to have a go at making a fork seal cleaner out of a plastic bottle. That's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so that should do the job. $30, 30 euros.
30 euros. Or maybe more.
Well, given the discs are washing in petrol, because that's all I got. So hopefully that will be good. Both front disc pads were soaked in fork oil, but stopping didn't matter too much in these conditions. My repair, well, that lasted about 200 k's. We were heading to Chitta, our staging point for the biggest challenge of the trip, the Road of Bones. In good conditions, our trip should be fast-flowing gravel, but let's wait and see. At Chitta, we picked up new knobby tyres and repaired my fork seals properly. So we're about 500 kilometres from Chitta.
Yes.
In the middle of nowhere.
Since
in Siberia.
Yes.
Absolutely middle of nowhere. Just stopped at a petrol station, and
Yes.
there was an Australian who
Yes.
came through yesterday.
Yes.
Now this Australian gave the petrol service attendant
Yes.
20 bloody cents,
Yes.
Australian, for a souvenir. So I've upped it now for $5. So here, look at this. See, there's his 20 cents souvenir. 20 cents. You don't have to get closer. 20 cents. Now, whoever that was, but that's what you give him, $5.
And
Я дарю ему русскую.
the
Thank you.
10 rubles for souvenir.
I'm rich.
Yes.
Australia, Australia.
Australia. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
We swap bikes. They can have our bikes and.
Василий болен, но ведь жив еще пока. И плывут по небу над Россией, а то ли тучи, то ли облака.
Собирала на дороге мать красную смородину, снова сын уехал воевать, умирать за родину.
One thing that astounds me with Russian work ethic, Renat and I lobbed at this tyre repair place at 7 p.m. and they just said, yeah, come in, we'll help you fix the tyres. You wouldn't get that in Australia. Very inspiring, always people wanting to help in Russia and get you going. So Renat, we've picked a narrower tread for the next bit. It's a narrower tyre, isn't it? To get that.
It will be better for us.
Yes, gives us good grip and turning.
Домик маленький, 6 соток садоводства, крыша ржавая, сарай из 3 досок. яблоня под яблоками.
Renat's timing for replacing the tyres was impeccable. That night the rain poured down and we were greeted in the morning with a slippery clay-based surface that kept us on our toes for hundreds and hundreds of kilometres.
I know the lens isn't very good, but I've just had my first drop in Siberia, right on that bridge. I crashed as I came onto the bridge and slid down the bridge, and you know the guardrail went boom.
You okay?
Yeah. Where is your sheep? Your sheep is gone.
Yes.
Where is he? He's in the bin.
Another casualty of the rain and mud was Renat's sheepskin that found its way to the bin. My sheep remained on the bike, and I don't mind when they get dirty and matted. For me, their comfort matures like a fine wine.
My sheep is retired.
Yes.
I thought we were doing it tough until we came across these guys riding road bikes. Have a look at that extra padding to protect his ass. These guys were proud indigenous Siberians known as Yakuts, from the land of Yakutia or eastern Siberia. Their ancestors were hunters, fishermen and reindeer herders, and they had a strong attachment to their land and nature. They were returning from a bike trip to their home city of Yakutsk.
Better than that.
We befriended them and shared a meal, and I was introduced to drinking the tears of God that had the dramatic effect of making Renat a great singer.
Счастлив, кому знакомо щемящее чувство дороги, а ветер рвет горизонты и наступает рассвет. Дэвид, мы путники. Have a nice trip.
Now just before I go to bed,
Yes.
this is the stuff we've been drinking. Now it looks like water.
Yes. Just
It's not water. It's not water. It's
Samogon.
It's samagon.
It's a hot water.
Whiskey.
Cry or what? How do you
Pure tears.
Tears of God.
Tears of God. Yakuts, our primary staging area for our run to Magadan. It's only 115 kilometres away.
Our Yakuts friends, who were the leaders of the Night Wolves Motorcycle Club, invited us to stay at Yakutsk before hitting the Road of Bones. To get to the city, we have to cross the Leonard River. There are no bridges in this place of extremes. The river is impassable for long periods of the year by large blocks of ice and fast-flowing water due to the spring melt. And here, standing in a t-shirt on a very pleasant afternoon, it was hard to believe that the average winter temperatures fall well below minus 30 degrees Celsius. One of our friends was waiting on the riverbank, but we had bad news. Rain was heading our way and we needed to knock over the first 300 kilometres of the Road of Bones. Renat apologised to our host and we headed back on the ferry with the intent of punching out some serious Ks in the long twilight.
Кружку поднес к губам.
Well, interesting news. Renat's just got the weather report and it looks like rain tomorrow. We were going to stay in Yakutsk, but we've decided we're going to punch ahead and try to knock out 200 to 300 kilometres towards Magadan. Otherwise, we won't make it in time. So a little bit of pressure, a little bit of change, but it's okay. They're ideal conditions for riding today. Let's see how we go. After all, it is an adventure.
While I get down to editing the next episode of the Russian Magadan Motorcycle Adventure, here are a couple of links to other adventures that will get you revved up and motivated to get on that bike and go for it. And remember, the world isn't half as scary as the nightly news would have you believe.